Next up, we have Watford versus Manchester United. Now, every game that Manchester United in is seems like a momentous game because you've got Ollie hanging on by a thread or a finger
by the shoelaces of Ronaldo's boots,
or the short and curlies if he's not manscaping. I find it fascinating, the obsession with Man United and Ronaldo.
I find it fascinating that Ole still has a job, but
a lot of people do.
Look, with that being said, I think United come out and just pump Watford 3-0. They got to, with a squad like that, every now and again against a team like Watford, there's got to be a sort of result like that. And Pogba and Varane, the only injuries.
They're not exactly non-big issues.
Pogba and Varane?
Yeah, they're both good footballers.
No, of course, but I think what they might do is when they were impressive against Tottenham, Ole played a back three, and then he I don't think Pogba actually even started that game in the centre mids. So I think maybe similar formation, just kind of get some attacking power up there.
Yeah,
I'm saying a straight 3-0 to United.
It's interesting because when you look at Watford, they've scored 5 goals in the last 5 games, which on paper would say, well, it's not bad. But when you look at that, they beat Everton 5-2 in the one game. When we look at they beat Everton 5-2 in the one game, and they haven't scored in the other 4.
Yeah,
they're not a team that, as someone once told me, bulges the old onion bag.
Stats can deceive.
Yeah. So Man United. This is a bit of a break because they've had a pretty tough schedule and run lately. Games against Man City, Tottenham, Liverpool, Leicester. Everton. They even drew with Everton, and Everton's a pretty bad team. I have to back Man United. I'm not so sure if it's going to be that emphatic, but I think 2-0. 2-0 would suit me on this one.
Okay.
Shakes?
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with Kevin in the sense of I don't think it's going to be... I picture a game where United doesn't play well, eventually Watford gets tired, and eventually the quality of Manchester United wins the game. That's how I see it going. I don't think they're going to necessarily play too well, but because they just got better quality, they're most likely to win this game. So, I think 2-0 is right. I think I'm going to agree with everything that Kevin said and go 2-0 is correct.
Thank you, Shakes.
Wolves West Ham.
Wolves West Ham. An interesting game, this, eh?
Well, this one interests me because you can get 2.44 odds on West Ham, who
they're looking majestic, dare I say it?
Yeah, and look, they've got their only questionable player is Declan Rice, and it's with illness, not injury. So there's a good chance he plays. Wolves,
Bueno,
4 definite injuries.
Johnny, Mosquera, and Neto.
Yeah, exactly.
And Markel is questionable.
So, that's 5 players potentially not playing versus a West Ham side essentially at full strength. It just came off the back of beating Liverpool, that's sitting high on the log. So I don't really understand this evenly stacked odds against a team like Wolves that has been pretty average.
Well, Wolves have, Wolves over the last 5 games have won 3. So there's some form there. You can see, and maybe that they're thinking that they're coming right, but
I don't think they're going to come right against West Ham, though.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I like West Ham 3-1.
Shakes, what do you say?
Yeah, very interesting, this one. You guys touched on injuries, and Declan Rice is obviously a doubt. He fell out of the England squad, but also Angela Bon as well. He's a huge miss because he's also out as well with the fact that I think he tore his cruciate ligament, so he's out for the rest of the season. So that defense is going to change, and I think also Wolves have played really well this season. I think they're starting to find their way as well. So I'm going to go with a different result, and I'm going to go with a draw here on this one. I think a 1-0 draw is something that will happen here.
Interesting.
Well, we're talking heady times for the East London club. When, if the results go right for them, they could be top of the Premier League at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Where Eagles dare, rarefied air, and all those other cliches. But West Ham, I've loved their football. And last week, for me to call them beating Liverpool 3-2, I never thought I'd be making a prediction like that.
Yeah, I was surprised rewatching the video. I forgot that you had actually called that. But that's why you're in the.
That's why the MoneyMan.
That's why you're in the lead. Yeah.
Yeah. I like West Ham, and they're becoming my adopted team. Other than Leeds, they've got Mongrel. They play with passion, with flair. They're good attacking football. They've got no injuries. They're the form team. Wolves, I know, have started to right the ship after a bad spell. But the last 2 times that West Ham have played Wolves, they've hammered them.
Yeah.
They've put 4 and 3 goals past them. So I'm liking West Ham to win 2-0.
Cool.
And continue their assault on the Premier League title. Okay, definitely the pick of the week for neutrals and people that want to be bored to death by our Arsenal team. Sheikh's a lifelong Arsenal fan. Nothing we can do about it. We've tried to uncultify him, but nothing works. So Sheikh's, tell us about what's going to happen with Liverpool and Arsenal. You're like a little kid at Christmas opening your gifts. Tell us what's going to happen.
Without a doubt. I mean, we must highlight that Arsenal are unbeaten in the last 5 Premier League games. They won their last 3 Premier League games. They are 2 points behind Liverpool. They are 6 behind the top. Talk about a team that was in relegation not so long time ago. So,
well, when you talk about, sorry. No, go ahead.
Of course, and Oliver highlighted the injury concerns that Liverpool have. They've got a number of injury concerns, but still,
we were off camera. We were off camera when he did that, Sheikhs. So maybe you can highlight them for us.
We lost.
We were off camera when he was highlighting.
Oh, okay, we're off camera. Yes, so.
You want me to run those through again for you, Sheikhs?
So some of the injuries or the faults you would say is.
Elliott, Firmino, Jones, Gomez, Henderson, Keita, Mane, Milner, Robinson. Runs like looks like a...
Gomez, Firmino.
Yeah. Last time I saw a list... Last time I saw a list that big, it was from my ex-wife with demands for settlement. I mean, Jesus, it's huge. It's a big list, eh?
Wow, Kevin, you're amazing, man. I'll tell you that. But I will say this personally, I'm not being fooled by this injury list. I think Klopp, every time he plays Arsenal at Anfield, he always has their number. And I would take the positive for Arsenal to take is the fact that City went there, they drew. Chelsea went there, they drew. So could Arsenal go there and draw as well? I doubt. So I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Liverpool.
Whoa, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, Sheikhs.
Wow. You're like... The last time I seen a capitulation like that, it was at Little Bighorn with General Custer. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, Sheikhs, I gotta agree with you. I think I do think that Arsenal can maybe get 2 in though. Just like Firmino's absence, he's so actually, he's, as important as he is to the attack, he's so important to that defensive system because he's the first guy to press. So he really troubles the other side in terms of their attack, and he's out. So I feel like Liverpool will be a bit open. They will kind of be maybe a little bit exposed down the middle. But I agree with you about not being fooled because there's some very good replacement players and, just bring in like a slightly different formation, play in a slightly different way. And I think they've still got, the quality to win at home at Anfield. And we'll be looking to make up for that loss to West Ham, So I think 3-2 to Liverpool, high scoring game.
Look, it's Liverpool, I know it doesn't, they've had a great season. But to me, they just seem to be a bit running out of gas. Injuries again to the midfield. Injury work concerns now coming back with his players coming back from international duty, and pretty much every guy on that team's an international.
Yeah.
And Mane was injured in his game, so I don't know what the state of he is. I don't, maybe a game time decision. But when you look at the walking wounded that Liverpool have, there's 9 guys. I know they've got depth, but Arsenal have had a great run of form lately. And whatever system, they've always loved Mikel Arteta. But the guy seems to be getting in control of the team. And when we were talking about him maybe a month and a half ago, I was calling for him to be fired. So big respect to Mikel and Arsenal, and I think there's going to be a draw. I think that Liverpool continue to sputter. Not the team, they drew with Brighton before they lost to West Ham. The signs are there that the paint on the bus is starting to chip and crack. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, Liverpool-Arsenal.
Okay, so low scoring, interesting.
Well, for Arsenal, it's a high-scoring game.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Shakes. And then we have...
Let's go, I'll take it.
I know, you can take it, buddy.
I got City Everton.
Man City Everton. Why even discuss it? 3-0, 4-0, Man City over Everton.
Look, there's a reason Everton are 17.51.
Everton is shit.
Yeah. So I'm there 3-0 Manchester City.
Yeah. No analysis needed.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you guys. I think no analysis needed. I think Man City win this one 3-0. Yeah, I'd say 3-0 to Manchester City.
Yeah. Next up, also, me being a Leeds fan, Tottenham versus Leeds.
I think this is going to be an ugly game.
Well, it is Tottenham Leeds.
And I think Tottenham are going to pull it away 1-0.
Oh, you would say that. What do you say, Shakes?
Yeah, it's funny. I could see the game going the way Oliver's saying, but at the same time, I could see also a 3-2 as well. It's going to be a crazy game. He wants to try and fix Tottenham, but the defense is still Tottenham's defense. And Leeds, on the other hand, who happens to be Kevin's team, are sitting 3 points above the relegation zone, and hopefully they can manage to get a couple of goals as well. And I think Tottenham wins this one 3-2.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fly a false kite on this one. 2-1 Tottenham. Leeds. I still don't know what their injury situation is coming back from the international, but Bamford's been a big miss. And Tottenham, Harry Kane, even though he scored 4 against San Marino.
It's not quite the same as as Leeds.
No, and he's. I don't think that form continues into the Premier League because he doesn't want to be playing for Tottenham. He made it well known.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2-1 Tottenham. I mean, Tottenham, the last game out, they drew with Everton, and Everton, as we have said, are shit. So 2-1, and I'll be cheering for Leeds to cause an upset.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that about it, lads?
Yeah, that's it. Do you guys have any bets that you...
Yeah, I love West Ham to beat...
Wolves.
Yeah.
Outright there. Yeah. I'm putting that one down, but I'm also just going to do a little multi-bet of both teams to score: Liverpool, Arsenal, West Ham straight win, Chelsea straight win. That gives you 7.29 odds.
Nice. Jakes?
Nice. I'm coming out of the big hit this one. I'm going Chelsea or draw and over 1.5. Aston Villa versus Brighton. Both teams to score yes. Newcastle or draw to win against Brentford. Manchester United straight win against Watford. And Liverpool or draw and over 2.5 against Arsenal. And those odds are 11.18. And 11.18. And I'll put $200 and potentially getting over 2K back off this bet.
Nice. Best of luck with that. It sounds like an attractive bet. Good luck this weekend, guys, and be nice to have the Premiership back
And make some money.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Just shakes.